Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, Unshackled by Love Ministry is a non-profit that provides a safe house for women that have been rescued from human trafficking and addiction and helps them start to live out healthy, whole lives. Here to explain is Jalon and Linda. Welcome to the show, ladies. How are we?
We're good. How are you?
Great. Ready for the week ahead? Got plans for July 4th, I hope?
Yes.
Good. All right. How many of your residents have actually complex trauma to begin with?
Every one of them.
Explain that to us.
As soon as they hit property, before they ever come into property, and we're doing the interview process, we know up front that they have dealt with psychological, mental, emotional trauma, very complex from the lifestyle that they've lived.
Explain parts of those lifestyles so everyone at home can understand what you mean by trauma.
Oh, trauma. Linda could probably do better than that than me, so go ahead.
Yes, so many of our residents there have experienced trauma early in life as well. So this would be sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect, you know, things like that. And then certainly when they get into a trafficking lifestyle, there's violence, there's emotional abuse, verbal abuse, rape, you know, all kinds of things that happen.
Okay.
I will say you all provide such a wonderful service. I think it's important for our viewers to know what all that includes. Could you all go into that?
Absolutely. What we provide every single day, Monday through Friday, we provide anywhere from individual counseling to group settings. We go through the 12 steps on property. We are faith-based, so everything's centered around our Savior Jesus Christ. And so they go through boundaries. They go to codependency, which you guys were just talking about. They're very, very codependent. So they learn how not to be codependent. They learn how to set healthy boundaries. They learn how to identify who they are, build their self-worth, their self-esteem. They go to Celebrate Recovery, which is also a Christian-based recovery program that we attend. We go to church every week, so every single day they're in various groups.
A lot of structure.
A lot of structure, yes.
I'm sure that's good. It gives them something to hold on to.
Yes.
I was going to say that is what's important, that
Yes,
they know
the
that there is
structure.
structure and then time.
And that they're safe.
And looking at
Yes.
these images, I noticed different age brackets.
Yes.
What age do you start, and what age do you say that you can't be part of the program anymore? Are there age restrictions?
18 and over.
Okay, so not younger.
No.
What happens if this is happening for the younger people? Where do you send them? I'm sure you'd find out about them.
Absolutely. There is actually not a lot of safe houses or rehabs that are helping younger trafficking victims, which is really sad. There's none in our community at all.
Before we get to the next question, how serious is human trafficking here in Kentucky?
Very serious. In central Kentucky, every single day, probably the statistics is about over 100 women are being human trafficked. And that doesn't include young age, below 18.
Serious? Where are you
Yes.
finding that these ladies are coming from?
We serve a variety from central Kentucky. People know about what we do. The FBI sends us some of our residents to other frontline ministries that also go out to the streets and offer them a way out. There's ministries that also contact them on Backpage and different ways like that to be able to
Gotcha.
help them to get out.
Okay.
Now, do we have information so that people can get a hold of you all?
Yes.
Because I think that's something our viewers all
I'm going
should.
to put
There
that
we
all up
go.
on the
There-
screen there
yes.
for you now. I'm just trying to work out, when someone comes to see you, there must be a level of criteria for them to be able to be part of the safe house. I'm just trying to work out the correct wording to say on that.
Right. Like, what specifically are
Yeah.
you all seeing areas?
They definitely have to identify themselves as an individual or a woman that has been modern day slavery or human trafficked or the sex
Right.
industry, along with another facet. If they can't quite psychologically or emotionally identify themselves right then in that
Okay.
realm, addiction is another facet that we serve.
Well, ladies, you give us great information. We'd love to have you back again.